eye contact gets intense when you are on semen retention. Semen retention is just so spiritual. It is so, it's like an upgrade, man. It upgrades so much stuff within the human body. It's crazy. It's insane, man. But your eye contact will get very, very intense, guys. And when your eye contact get intense, basically you focus in more on what you're trying to complete when it comes down to dealing with a task. You focus in a lot more, guys, and you need that. You need that intense eye contact when it comes down to your goals, when it comes down to just what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, living your life. You need that strong eye contact, guys, because it is very, very powerful. It's very, very beneficial in your life. And you guys got to understand, by your eye contact being intense, being extremely, strong, you got a strong force on it, you can scare those demons away. You can scare those witches away. When you come in eye contact with them. Like, for an example, you walking, and it's a woman that's looking at you, and then when you look at her back in her eyes, she turn her head, or she turn her eyes really, really quick. Most likely she did that because she's a succubus. She's at a low vibration. She's not at a high vibration. This is what happens when people are at a low vibration. This is what happens when women are at a low vibration. When they deal with high vibrational men, it's hard for them to keep eye contact with a high vibrational man. Low vibrational women cannot really keep eye contact with high vibrational men. They just can't. It's like when you talk to them, they turn their eyes, turn their head. They messing with their hair. They moving a little bit while you talking. They can't just stand there straight and listen to you and look at you in your eyes. Man, you're gonna scare away these low vibrational succubus. Same thing when it comes down to men with low vibrational men. When you look into a low vibrational man's eyes, he's gonna turn his head, or he's gonna turn his eyes real quick. It's because he's low vibrational. He's looking at you as if, you're more masculine than him. He's intimidated by you, basically. He's weak. He got a weak spirit. The same thing with the low vibrational woman. She has a weak spirit. She hasn't built up her spirit. He hasn't built up his spirit yet. But your spirit is just building up on semen retention. It's just so spiritual, man. And the eye contact, by it getting intense as well, it just helps you to continue to stay consistent with very strong eye contact. You can really focus in to the point where it increases your memory in a sense. Because as you focus in on something more, you are memorizing it in your head. Your memory gets better as well. Your memory stick gets better. You remember more. You have more space. in the brain, you have more space to remember more with this strong, intense eye contact, man. Eye contact. I remember when I first got on semen retention, guys, and I experienced eye contact, bro. I was like, bro, I never experienced this ever in my life. Why my eye contact is so strong? And I had to kind of I looked it up about different things, those different benefits. I looked up those different benefits first. So when my eye contact went in, increased, I realized really what it was and where it was coming from. Semen retention, man. You got a strong force on your eyes, guys. You got a much stronger force than what you think within your eyes. And your eyes are more wider. They're more wider when you are on semen retention. because your energy in you is building up. So it's making you feel alive. You feeling more alive. Your eyes more wider when you on semen retention. Your eyes is not down, droopy like they used to be. Like when I was not on semen retention, my eye contact was trash. It was trash, guys. I'm always sitting up here and lie to you. It was plain garbage. It was garbage. Hot garbage. You know what I'm saying? Because I was releasing so much. So my eyes was droopy. My eyes was like, I was just lazy, bro. My eyes was like real lazy. Like even when I was in school, in high school, like people was thinking like, I always used to be high. They're like, bro, you be smoking? Like you get high? You know, because my eye contact, my eyes was like very droopy. They was very low. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm born like this. No, that's what I was thinking to myself. I'm like, man, nah, my eyes are just naturally low. I'm just born like this. But nah, really, I was not on semen retention. See, semen retention builds up your spirit. It builds up your biofield. It builds up your energy. And when it's building up your energy and when it's building up your biofield, you guys got to understand your eyes are going to be widened. It's going to make your eyes much stronger, your eye contact, when you are on semen retention. You know, you're not going to, because like I said, you're not feeling lazy no more. You got all this energy. And when you hold eye contact with different people on semen retention, the high vibrational people, they're going to be able to hold the eye contact with you. But the low vibrational people, they're not going to be able to hold it. Every couple seconds, they're going to be turning their eyes when you're talking to them. You're going to still be just looking into their eyes. You know, like I said, guys, it's a lot of benefits with stronger eye contact on semen retention. Like, people take you more seriously when you have stronger eye contact. When you're not turning your eyes. You know, when you're talking to people. You know, they believe you more when you're looking directly at them and you holding eye contact. You know, they trust you more. You know, it's just so much power within male sperm. So much power in it. You know, it's crazy, man. Like, I love this journey, man. I love this journey. And also, too, like, with the stronger, you know, eye contact, you're going to be able to understand, too, that by you having stronger eye contact, you feel, like, more alive. You know, you can feel it all in your eyes. Like, your eyes, you feel like more nutrients is placed within your eyelids. Like, you know, your eyes are more moist. They're not dry. They're more moist when you are on semen retention. Because that sperm, it heals so many different parts in the body. You know, the longer you stay on it, you know, the more you retain, the more you gain. You know, the more you gain within the body, within the human body. A lot of you guys, y'all don't understand this, man, but it's just so true. This is why I want you guys to get on semen retention and to stay on semen retention. Also, too, it nourishes the brain. It nourishes the brain. You're not as sad no more. Like guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was releasing my sperm a lot, like every day when I was releasing, bro, it just was like I was depressed. I was depressed, man. I was not happy within myself because I was going against, you know, my own body. You know, I was really sinning against my own body by just releasing my sperm unnecessarily. You know, like I told you guys, man, even the lions, they got more sense than us humans. You know, the male lion, like he has a mating season. You know, he knows when to release his semen and he knows when not to release his semen. You know, so the male lion, they already, you know, tapped in. Us men, we need to get more tapped in. The male lion got more discipline than us men. And we supposed to be over, you know, us men, we supposed to be over, you know, everything. We supposed to be over the animals. You know, we supposed to be over mankind. You know, we supposed to be at the top. But we can't stay at the top if we constantly releasing our sexual energy, draining our life force, because it's your life force. You know, it's your life force. And you don't need to just be constantly releasing because you feeling, you know, horny. You know, you got to transmute that horniness into power, you know, by focusing on your purpose, being more active. Get out and be more active. Take walks. Do something. Go out in nature. Get some sun. Do something that's natural. You know, get out the house, man. You know, a lot of you guys are in the house nowadays, and you're not really doing nothing. So, you know, especially you guys that's in relationships, you become homebodies. A lot of guys, when they get in a relationship, they become homebodies. They become more relaxed, and they just start releasing and releasing. They wonder what's going on. Why they not? What happened to them? What happened to their manhood? Why they feel so weak, man? Because you releasing all that semen, man. You gotta stop, man. So, you guys.